Hey everyone, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yeah, happy Monday. It is Southern Charm Day when actually it's supposed to be Potomac Day, but I switched it up because I didn't do Southern Charm on Friday because I burned myself out last week. So, everybody, I appreciate you guys being here and get all comfortable. I'm a mess as usual, but I appreciate everybody coming. Hey, Kath. Hey, Q. Everybody, please subscribe to Q's channel, Q and DJ's channel. She does everything reality TV and Marvel, DC, and all that. So, yeah, this is Southern Charm. And I'm going to do a little brief recap. It's the premiere. I'm so excited that it's back. And even the preview is good. Like, I just watched the preview for next week, and that's just really freaking good. But I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts. Southern Charm's like my first love. Besides that, and of course, Vanderpump. Let me see if Instagram's on. Okay, Instagram's on. It's so behind though. But hey, guys over there. Appreciate everybody showing up. How's everybody feeling? All right, so I'm Reality Krista Marie. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button, share button. All that helps. And I am live on all the platforms except for TikTok because I don't have another device. But we're getting there. It's so hard. Like, thank you. I sound good. Good. I was just about to ask if I sound okay. But yeah, I love the show. I'm excited. So we start, the first scene we have is Madison in the kitchen with her hot husband, Brett. And they do some kind of like boob thing, which is cool. I love Madison. So I'm glad that like they're still happy. They're still all into each other. I know she's trying to have a baby. So they're probably still doing that, but she's drinking. And then we show a scene with Shep in the shower, and we see Shep's butt. And Shep, if you don't remember last season, when he was at the reunion and he said that he was going to get sober because of everything that he had done and everything he did at BravoCon. And he's not completely sober, but he went to I guess he went to Costa Rica and did ayahuasca, which I thought about doing that. And it helps with addiction. It helps with like, it just resets your whole body. But he's drinking still, but I don't know how much. So I guess we'll see. Like, I'm in all support of Shep. I didn't like how Austin and Craig, now I understand a little bit with Craig. Craig has a business to protect, but I don't agree with him completely cutting him out. I just think that was really fucked up because he has been there for them through everything. And I know that it's a later time now. They're getting older, and it's like you kind of get sick of being there for people, but it's not the same. Shep's never asked for help before. So I don't blame him for saying what he said when they get to the farm, because he invites them to the farm because they all go to the Carolina Cup, which is so odd to me. The whole situation with that, like I'm so weirded out by JT and Vanita. Hey, there's my dad. Hey, Dad. I'm so weirded out by Vanita and JT. Everybody keeps calling him creepy. I don't think he's creepy. I thought he was creepy last season. I don't think he's creepy now. I think that him and Vanita are desperate for camera time, and they figured if those two are hanging out, there's definitely it's going to be on camera. It's going to be a big thing, right? But again, back to Shep. They talk about Shep a little bit. JT also tried to beat up Austin last season because Austin, he called him a fuckboy. Now, Austin had hooked up with Taylor, who broke up with Shep, or Shep broke up with her. She hooks up with his best friend, Austin, which we know is so fucked up. He acts like he doesn't care about it, but we know he really does. And time goes on. They never end up together. Taylor ends up with Gaston. Now, he is from Southern Hospitality. Okay, and you guys probably know that. I don't know if anybody watches it. He's from Southern Hospitality. And they say they're in love. I don't know. I feel like her and Shep are going to get back together. But then Shep, we get introduced to his girlfriend, who's in Costa Rica, and she's Miss Costa Rica. And she's beautiful. Like, I don't know. Like, Shep's like in love with her. And it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he was trying to get back with Taylor in the end last season. And then she just like, she didn't want to. And I don't know. Like, but I don't think they're done with each other. But the way he talks about this girl, it's like, I don't know why all of a sudden he wants to marry somebody. Shep was that's all why him and Taylor broke up, because of the non-commitment. You know what I'm saying? So, and the way he acted at BravoCon, though, there wasn't one person at that BravoCon. This is the Vegas one. He was being belligerent. He was falling all over the place. This is Shep. He was blacked out drunk the entire weekend. He's 45. He's older than me. We know, like, in the beginning, like 12, 13 years ago, yeah, they all drank and all, but he was blackout drunk at BravoCon. He was touching people, and he was doing very inappropriate things, saying very inappropriate things, treating the staff like the hired help. It was really bad. He really shouldn't stop. He really should never drink again. But I mean, we'll see. We haven't seen him at all. Like, he hasn't drank yet. And then I don't think any of them smoke pot. And Craig's not drinking. Well, I'm not sure what Craig's doing. One second. I'm not sure what Craig's doing. I'm in love with Craig. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not in love with Craig. I'm obsessed with Craig, and I'm obsessed with Paige. I think that Craig has shown everybody that he is exactly what I said he was. Not a loser. He, remember how it was in the beginning with Shep always fucking with him. Shep has always had, Mimir, you're the best person. I love you so much, Mimir. Everybody, please give Mimir extra love today, because I am not easy to deal with. And she helps me with everything, and I am not easy to deal with at all. And I'm like, really, I'm sorry. Like, I have to apologize for last week. I'm going through it right now. It's just an episode. I can't, I shouldn't even really be doing this right now, but I'm trying. But I'm sorry. It's really hard to deal with me, and give her extra love, because I wish I could hug her, but she's so far away. But anyway, so we have Craig. We know he's with Paige, so there's like really not much to say. But so, like, except for Craig's getting ready to drive. Craig actually looks like he needs a haircut. But him and Austin are getting ready to drive to Shep's family farm, which, yes, family farm. Shep has fuck you money. Shep has fuck you money. I mean, he probably has Simpson money, like Jennifer Tilly money. Jennifer Tilly has fuck you money. I love you. But so anyway, his family farm is amazing. I'm like, yeah, so that's just the farm. That's just where they go for like the winter, the hunt and stuff. It's beautiful. It's like a huge cabin, and it's like a 30-mile, I don't know, it's really far, but it's only like 10 minutes from the Carolina Cup. So, it's like they drive out there. And so on the way there, they're talking about how they weren't there for him. And I'm just like, no, you guys weren't there for him. He needed you guys to be there for him, and you weren't. And it was like, them even talking about it was like making me mad, because I'm like, okay, you don't have to have him completely in your life where he's like where he's going to fuck up your business, Craig. You don't have to go out with him. You are by coastal between New York and Charleston, because of Paige. And, he shoots Summer House with Paige. You know what I mean? So he doesn't really have to be here, but Craig has business partners and stuff like that. So, but Shep, I don't know, Shep, the money that he has now, he's always had money in a trust, but I don't know if he still owns his restaurants and stuff. Like, so I'm not really sure exactly where he gets his mailbox money from, but I know that he does. He probably has a huge trust, because he can just do whatever he wants. When he was talking to his girlfriend, he was talking about going to Costa Rica and just spending time there, and he's like, it's all up to you. I just think that he wants to be married. I didn't think he would ever get married, but it's so weird the way he's acting, like he just all of a sudden fell in love. Maybe the ayahuasca did something for him. But anyway, so they're driving there, and so the other crew, part of the crew, is going to meet them, I think, at Taylor's, because Taylor's parents live right by Shep's family farm. And it's like JT, and it's all of them. And they're all getting ready for the to go there, right? So as Shep and Craig are driving, we pan over to Vanita and JT, and I guess they are shopping for outfits, right? So it was so good, though. He was getting angry and drunk. They've all kind of they all have girlfriends now. Like, I want to tell you about pokkapatamus in a minute. Pooksy, pooksapotamus, Pooksy Wooksy, Pookie Bear. I don't know. So, I just can't with him. I can't. That's Austin's. He calls his girlfriend Pookapatamus. They call each other Pookapotamus, Pooksy, Pooksapotamus, the whole thing. But so, they're talking about Shep cleaning, got his life together, and how he's drinking less. Goes to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. He runs every day. He hasn't gotten in any trouble, which, I mean, that's fine. He was away. He was in Costa Rica for a long time. So, and, I think Shep, if he is in love with this girl, she's beautiful. But if he is in love with this girl, I just don't like the way he talked about Taylor in this episode. It really made me mad. Why are you comparing her to Taylor, calling Taylor a loser, basically? Saying Taylor is like a bird that kept trying to fly through a window and hitting her head and breaking her neck. Boom, boom, boom. Like, that's what he was doing. Like, he was like, it was bad. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, dude, like, you don't have to compare boyfriends, like, or compare your girlfriend. Like, I don't get it. It's really screwed up. But I don't know. That's the one thing I don't like. Like and that's what he does when he's drunk. He puts people down because he thinks he's way above everybody else. Like, his parents used to own slaves. You know what I mean? Like, not his parents, but like his ancestors. So I'm pretty sure where they live in Charleston is the plantation. So it's like he's really like, it's like him and Patricia and Whitney. I will never forget the way they've treated people, like the way they treated everybody, and how when Michael got sick and paralyzed, remember Michael, the butler, how he had no life insurance and stuff, and like it was really expensive for him to stay there, and she didn't pay for anything. Like, it just makes me really, I don't know. They've treated Vanita like shit. They've left her places. It's just wild to me. And they were being looked at for, the R word, but they've kind of turned it around a little bit. But Shep he just acts like I don't know. It makes me mad because I really like Shep a lot, but I don't understand why he has to put people down. Especially his ex-girlfriend he was in love with for 5 years. And probably said he was going to marry last season when they broke up and she hooked up with Austin. But I understand, like, you're mad at her for this, whatever, dude. Is it like a delayed reaction to get over it? Anyway, so he looks pretty good, though. He does. They show his ass. Like, what is with Bravo and showing people's naked bodies? Like, they do it to Sonia, and I don't like it at all. Like, I don't like how they've shown Sonia naked at the Ultimate Girls Trip. And it's like, why are you focusing on it? And if you are going to focus on her naked ass, swimming and all, why are you showing us? We don't want to see it. It looks weird to me what you guys are doing. And you're showing Shep in the shower. It's like, and then there were dicks being thrown around a lot. Like, we're allowed to say dick now? Like, is dick appropriate? Like, remember at fucking on Salt Lake, dick, riding dick, you're a dick, you know what I mean? It's like, and Shep's got a big dick. It's like, okay, we're saying dick now. We're looking at people's asses. It's just strange. And then Bravo wonders why there's like lawsuits and stuff. I don't blame them for that shit. I'm just saying. I just think if this is what we're going to do, you might as well just show us the Ultimate Girls Trip from Morocco. You know what I mean? How much worse could it be? I guess you can't because Caroline's fucked that up. So, but anyway, so he went and got ayahuasca, which is cool. Like I said, I wanted to try it. I don't know. Like, I don't know what, like, why did my camera go out? I don't know what shrooms are. Like, I can't get them around here. But I wanted to start microdosing, and like somebody told me that they're not legal in Jersey, which is so weird because weed is. But I don't know what ayahuasca has anything to do with that. But like, I want to try something else because of what I'm going through right now. I don't want to go back on medication. I don't want to go back on lithium. I was manic all last week. That's why I did all those shows. And then by Friday, I just crashed, and I don't like that at all. Like, I have to there's like no baseline. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like most people when they have like ups and downs, they go back to like a baseline normal. I don't have that. It's like, so anyway, but Craig and Austin are skeptical of Craig's changing. And like I said, I think they should be there more for him than they are, but they kind of understand when they get there and I talk to him about it. But he says he wants to change, and I'm glad, hallucinating in a tent for 8 hours doesn't really, I'm kind of scared of that because that's the ayahuasca. Like, I don't want to go to a different country and do it. I would, no, peyote, okay. I was just going to say, like, I wouldn't go to Costa Rica, but I would like to go somewhere where, like, there's a shaman or something, you know what I mean? So the shaman can help me, like, guide me through my portals. Pookie, okay, what was it? Okay, it was Pookie Bear, Pookie Poo, Pokkapatamus. He didn't know any of, I say, tell DJ or tell David he is pokkapatamus. And that's it. Whether he likes it or not, David, you are pokkapatamus from now on. And Pookie Boo is DJ. And we got to have another contest this weekend. Me and Pookie Bear, or me and Pokkapatamus, and you and Pookie Bear. All right, we're doing it this weekend. I don't know. I just made us a thing. I just made plans for us too with the guys. So, and it's going to be Pookie and Pokkapatamus, Pookie Bear, and you got to be Pookie Boo. I don't know what kind of contest we're having, but we have to do it. And David, it's Pokkapatamus. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Me, Manic, and David. I don't know what we're doing. There's got to be a movie. It would just be something we could do. We could play some kind of online game or something. But I don't know. There's got to be some kind of game. We'll figure it out. But that's with that. So JT and Vanita. Vanita had a boyfriend last season. I don't know where he went. We have no word of him at all. I guess they broke up. I didn't think she was coming back, but I guess she is. Now, there's a little scene with Whitney and Patricia, which I can't stand Patricia. I don't like Patricia. I never have. I never will. I don't like her attitude. And like I said, Whitney, what are you doing, dude? I mean, it's weird. There's another chick that we get introduced to that tries to hook up with Whitney. She reminds me of that chick that was hooked up with Thomas and then tried to hook up with everybody else when Thomas didn't want nothing to do with her. That chick. She's like, her name's Molly, and she's a sex with Craig. And it's like, why are you? She even says something about, oh, I'm not nervous to take Craig from Paige. It's like, whoa, what? Like, what universe are you in? That's never going to happen. Like, you're crazy. Okay. We'll do it way after that or before that. We'll figure it out. Maybe Friday night. You going to see your grandpa? So it's, like they all have alcohol lines. Like Craig doesn't, right? Shep, well, no, Austin's the only one that has a beer. So Austin has a beer line, right? Or like a beer, whatever. And like, so he's always going to be drinking, right? So like, I don't think it's the drinking with those two, but I don't know how Austin and they're all going to drink together. I guess we're going to find out. You know what I mean? So, nobody really says much about Vanita and JT except for that it's weird, and they're obviously attracted to each other. So they're out at some place getting clothes for the Carolina Cup. She's an influencer, I think, whatever that is. I don't know, where she just shows people her outfits every day, which I guess you make money doing that. I don't know, but yeah. So they look like they're flirting. So he has a cane. He starts with a story about how he hurt his leg, and you would think that he got his leg cut off, and then and that's why he has a cane. But he tells this major story about how he was in Costa Rica and he was on ATVs and he crashed down a hill and he and it landed on his leg. Something landed on his leg, but then he looked up and something else was rolling down the hill and landed on his leg. So, but then he only had like a bruise, so it wasn't that bad. So he has a cane, but it wasn't as dramatic. But he's trying to make a big deal out of it, so we'll just have to give it to him, I guess. I don't know, but him and Vanita, they're just strange, but. He tried to hook up with Taylor last season. He was in love with Taylor. So he talks about how they're just friends and him and Taylor. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. We know you're just friends. Like, because she has a boyfriend. And she told him, she shot him down last season because she was so in love with Shep. But, it's like Craig and Austin, they get to Shep's house and like instantly, like they're just like a complete dick. They're like, why are you like we've like basically Austin's like I had to just like I just had to like cut you off, dude, because Shep's like, look guys, I'm not like before we get any further, like you guys are here and it's really awesome and I'm glad you guys are here, and but like I just got to tell you that I'm really hurt by the way that you guys kind of just like ended our friendship when I asked you when I needed help last season or last year, and they were just like, look, like you're putting my business in jeopardy. That's what Craig says. And he's telling Shep this. And Austin's like, yeah, dude, I just couldn't take it anymore. I just had to I had to walk away from you. And it's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? So he says to him, he's like, look, that's not cool. Like, I needed you guys. And they kind of just like, all right. So they're giving him a chance and like they hug and all that's good. Now, we can flip over to Taylor and she's talking about Gaston. And it's like, she just says that he's going to come on the trip, but they're in love and it's a new relationship and she's not sure where it's going to go. And last year she was in love with Shep, but she has him blocked now. And that's that. But yeah, so like I said, they're all meeting at her house and the other ones are all meeting at Austin or at Shep's. So now also Whitney and Patricia are there, right? So when they get there, so everybody's there, right? And all of a sudden JT's like, oh, he goes, hey, Austin, can we talk? And he's like, sure. And he's like, Austin's like, what are you going to hit me with it? And he's like, hands on the cane. And he's like, no, I had a near-death experience and I almost died. And I just want to say, look, like, I want to, I'm sorry about last year and I just want to move on. And here, I bought you a cane. And Austin's like, sure. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, you got your gummies? Or did you take them? I want to try them because I need to try something. I wonder if the place you go to has the shrooms or the microdosing or whatever. I don't know. Aw. He does? That's awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to watch it. Um, so also, before we even get to that part, they introduce us to Molly, and she's friends with who is she friends with? Madison. That's right. She's friends with Madison. And she's talking about how her and there she's the one who's sexting all the time with Craig. And she's like, we never hooked up in person, but we sexted a lot. And it's like she's talking about Craig and Paige. She's like, yeah, I'm not nervous to take Paige away from Craig or some shit like that. And it's like, Craig knows better. Like, it doesn't even, she won't even get mad about that. Paige will watch the scene and be like, that Craig didn't do anything wrong. Craig and her, they should be married by now. They do a really good job of like being like, living in New York and living in Charleston. I don't think they've ever had a problem with that. But I feel like they should probably get engaged this year. But it was just weird. So then Molly talks also about getting with Whitney. And it's like, okay, I get it now. Like, you're going to be the Taylor. Like, you're just going to get with everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know. She's cute. She also talks about how she was in the pageant scene and she goes up and down. She has the thyroid problem and she loses weight, gains weight. She also just gained 40 pounds. So she's very uncomfortable with herself. And yeah. But she shows up also. She's friends with like Patricia, like I said. So, and Madison. So she's just kind of hanging out with them. But all of a sudden, JT, like I said, he starts to give Austin a cane, and then he sees Patricia, and he hands Patricia a cane, and this bitch gets fucking offended. And I'm like, I wouldn't have given her shit because I don't like her, but the fact that she got offended and made him feel like an asshole about it was like secondhand embarrassment. He was trying to be funny about it, and like it didn't really go over well. And everybody was like, oh God, what the fuck? And like she's just like, what an asshole. And like somehow he called her a bitch. I don't remember that part. But that's what they tell him that happened. And I feel like this is a stupid storyline. Like, I don't even know why would we even bring this up? I don't like it. You do? Well, hyper works for me. Sometimes. I watched Potomac, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it today. We'll see. I feel a little bit. I have to go to my dad's. Dad, you should bring Shannon over here. You should drive Shannon over. Yeah. So he gives her a cane and that doesn't go over well. And everybody's like, why would he do that? Blah, 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 blah. So they go to the race. I'm not into this whole race and stuff. Everybody with their weird hats and stuff. I'm just like, everybody made up, but like until they get to the horse race and the whole thing happens with Patricia and the cane and what's his name? And I didn't like it. I just thought it was odd that like she got offended by it and they make a big deal out of it. And I don't remember him calling her a bitch. Like, apparently he was just like, no, she doesn't understand. Like, and it was a bad move. And Vinny is like all embarrassed because, I guess Vinny and him are hooking up. Or like, they seem like a couple. So, I don't know. She's just like, she talks a lot of shit on him. And then they show scenes of the future episodes. And it's like, he's like, I'm sick of this friend group. And it seemed like he was obsessed with this friend group and saw them on TV and decided they had a bunch of money, moved to Charleston and started hanging out the same places that they hang out. Because I feel like that's why he got into the friend group. I don't know. I'm not a hat person. And like the race was over in like 5 minutes. Shut up. She is a bitch. But I don't know. I feel like also she's hanging out with a bunch of 20, 30, 40-year-olds. First she was hanging out with them and they were all 20. She's still hanging out with them in their 30s. And she's still hanging out with them in their 40s. Like this 7-year-old lady is always hanging out with these kids. And I just think it's weird. Like, why are you always with them? Like, you don't have to be everywhere they're at. And she always causes problems. It's like, and she's the creator of the show. She wanted to be called Southern Gentleman. It was going to be all about Southern Gentlemen. Remember, she used to have those dinners where the women weren't invited and the men got praised, all the ones that cheated on their wives. That's the kind of person she is. I hate to talk shit because it's Whitney's mom, but I just don't like her, and I never have. I don't like the way she treats the other women. I don't like the way she's also treated Catherine. I miss Catherine. Yeah, she's the old lady. It's Whitney's mom. She's so proper. They live on a plantation. It's crazy. Like, I feel like Whitney too. Like, I like Whitney a lot, but I think that he's like, I feel like he calls her mother. He walks around saying, mother, mother. oh, mother, you know what I mean? And the fact that she literally, I know, like, she felt disrespected, but why? No, you don't, it's not your type at all. I think she might even be 90. She's up there. I just feel like also she doesn't want to be with anybody. Like, she's had like 7 husbands. And then I don't want to say she didn't love Michael, the butler. I just find it odd that she didn't pay for his state. Like, he was paralyzed when he fell, or I don't know what he had, a stroke or something. Anyway, he ended up paralyzed. Remember, he had to live in a home, and he had a family, and I didn't realize that. And I'm not going to tell you anymore. But no, but like, she literally didn't pay for his like health care. And he worked for her, remember, for like 10, probably 20 years. And then he had some kind of stroke. Remember, Michael? I miss Michael. He just died. But he was in that home forever. And I just feel bad that like that he died, but like she didn't, I don't know, like, do you not have health insurance? It's weird to me. I don't know. To me, it is what it is. Like, Michael's gone now, and it's really sad to me. It makes me cry. And I do think that she really did love him as a friend. I just don't know why she didn't. She's so rich. Like, you couldn't pay for his, like, I don't know. He was in that home for a long time. And it's like, I know that she went to visit him, and she would always ask us to pray for him and stuff, but I don't know. I just feel she could have did more. But anyway, so she gets mad at him. She gets mad at JT, and it's like everybody's like can tell that she's mad at him. It's like over the Kane thing, whatever. There's a couple scenes with Taylor and Shep. It's really weird, and I don't really like think. I don't know. I think that he's in love with Taylor still, but I think he's in love with like getting her back. I think it's like if he couldn't get her back, it would be just the chase of it, you know. I just feel like, I don't know. I think Gaston's on there, and I didn't think that we would see Gaston, but it's also like he was filming Southern Hospitality, but I wonder if she's on Southern Hospitality. And remember, also Shep told her to get a job, and then she got a job, or actually he didn't tell her to get. He told her to quit her job. She did, yeah. Do you think she has enough money to literally like? She could, I know, like, I think she could have literally helped Michael out more than she did. And there's a lot of like different things out there that I don't know which one of them's true. So I just want to say allegedly, but allegedly she really didn't do much. And I just thought that it was shitty. I don't know. It was so sad what happened to him. You know, I guess he had like a stroke or something, but Michael, I thought he would be around forever. That was so sad. But, I think also too, Whitney, he has a girlfriend too. And I think his girlfriend lives in California. So I don't know why he's ever even really on this show, because he doesn't hang out with them anymore. You know what I mean? But so that chick is trying to like hook up with him, but he's also hooked up with everybody too, you know? And you know, it also too, Paige and Craig, they navigate like going back and forth. Like, so I don't know. Everybody has girlfriends. You know, I don't mind pokkapatamus though. So also we're introduced to Austin's girlfriend, Audrey. I forgot to tell you guys about Audrey. And she's really cute. And they have scenes of him going pokkapatamus, and they're like kissing and like call each other babe and stuff. And he's like, yes, I have a girlfriend now. And you know, he said he took time off after what happened last season with Olivia. Olivia's not there this season. And he met this chick, Audrey, and he said, you know, he just, after a little while, he's like, he wanted to find a relationship. So they're together. And he's like, it's weird to call people, say, introduce her as my girlfriend. This is Audrey, my girlfriend. And it's like, he's like, yeah, we say things like Pookie, pookapatamus. She's my Pookie bear. And I was like, oh, okay. But he really should have fucking married. He should have gotten with Olivia. He should have never fucked her over. Like, she have enough money there to last forever? I guess she does, right? Oh yeah, and then he got paralyzed. It was so sad. Like Madison and I love Madison and her husband though, but she was being a bitch too. Like, she was being a bitch to JT about the whole Kane, and it's kind of like, poor guy. He didn't know. I mean, he was trying. He wasn't really trying. Like, I don't know. It was a bad move. I don't know. He could have read the room, you know. And to be honest with you, I was listening to it. I watched it a little bit, but I was like kind of listening while I was getting ready. So I kind of probably missed a little bit. I'm trying to see if there's any more notes I could find. Because I mean, it was such a good episode. And then I'm telling you, I can't play it for you guys because it'll make me pause it every 10 seconds. Yes. I feel like she should have more than, and I don't know how he was able to afford the home that he was in. I don't think it was much. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, because even like Tom Girardi's, he's at the most expensive, like in like living, assisted living, and it's like 10 grand a month or 8 grand a month. I don't think she had to pay the whole thing, but he probably had some kind of insurance. But like, I don't know, maybe pay for him to have home care so he doesn't have to be at a home. You know what I mean? I would have thought if anything, she would have done that for him, made sure he had home care. But maybe it was too around the clock. I don't know. It's just so sad. Like all of a sudden he's there 1 minute and then next minute he's not. And you're like, and it was like literally from season he happened between seasons, so we kind of just didn't get a chance to even say goodbye to him ever. It was so sad. But she doesn't have another butler that I can tell. And I think she had a little one last season. I don't want to say a little one, but like some weird guy. He just didn't. Nobody's going to ever be Michael, you know. But I don't know. I'm not going to make this a long one because I'm just like, eh. But I can't believe, I'm going to switch over real quick because of Diddy. I can't believe they named Jay-Z. I know there's a lot of shit going on right now. There's people doing lives at 3 a.m, and I saw Jag was up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, 6, screaming at Mims. I don't know what's going on there. I don't want to get in the middle of it, but I'm afraid to like go onto YouTube and see what the fuck's happening. I don't, and then I don't know. There's so much going on, and I'm trying to get in the middle of it, but I just can't believe at 3 a.m. these people are fucking lives and they're arguing. And I get it. The whole thing with Jay-Z is crazy, but I don't understand. It's just allegations at this point, right? So I know that this chick also has had a lawsuit way before Diddy things even came out. So this is just all really mental gymnastics and completely effed. And I know Mims is a straight up guy, and I'm not trying to get in the middle of anything. I don't know what happened. I just feel like, Jag, you're screaming until 6 a.m. I showed her some support. I'm just like, oh, can we just not argue about it? Like, this dude's they're getting so much attention. Like, Diddy thinks getting so much attention it doesn't really deserve. And this whole thing, people are coming out and just saying crazy ass shit. And I don't want to see content creators fighting over this at all. Especially 3 in the fucking morning, guys. Come on. It's just wild. You know me, I just sit back and watch, and I'm just like, and I'll jump in. I'm like, love you guys, love you. Stop it, you're being ridiculous, love you, because I'm not gonna like, fuck, yeah. But anyway, that's it. That's Southern Charm. It was good. I know this one's a short. I'm gonna probably. I know, but she did break up with him. Okay, I was wondering why. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, look, I don't mind her and JT aren't bad. I mean, they're a cute couple. They all have skeleton. I mean, listen, I didn't know who it was going to be, but I couldn't believe that this person. I just can't believe he was going to. They're suing each other. Busby's suing him. This is wild. I mean, I'm telling you, the threads keep being pulled. Hollyweird is coming apart. I'm just going to say that it's the Hollyweird sweater and everything that we've always thought, that we always say, like how fucked up it is. And like now we're seeing that this Diddy shit is real. Like this shit really happened. Like when you read that fucking indictment with the one Jay-Z on it, holy shit. There's so many. I'm not trying to look at all of them. I'm just thinking like, this better not be another Epstein thing where like, I don't know, something might happen. I don't think they're going to want to waste the money on a trial with him. I don't. Just like Epstein again, but this is going to be a sweater that they're pulling the thread of, and it's just coming unraveled. And just because he gets gone doesn't mean that Jay-Z's thick shit goes away. So I feel really, I don't know. See, like I feel like they got us looking at J and B, and really maybe something like Corey and Chris, like because Corey and Chris I think are ones funneling all the money out of there. I thought, but I knew what you meant, but it's wild. I mean, everybody else is making money off the content except me. I'm okay with it. But I love this episode. I am so excited for Southern Charm this week. I know I still have to do selling whatever. Selling on Sunset. No, selling in Salt Lake. I have to watch it, and I might come back and do it. I don't know. And then so Wednesday, I'm probably going to have to just combine Potomac and Beverly Hills because they were both, well, I don't know about Beverly Hills, but I don't want to skip anything. But I can't be doing this every day stuff like I did last week. I just too tired. Oh, all right, guys. Sorry, it's a short one, and I'll be back on either later or Wednesday. Not sure. I'll let you guys know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry, it's a short one. I'll see you guys later.